Hey guys, how are you? Alright, so today's video, what is it all about? I am doing a product review, a first time product review, never used this before, of the Josie Maran finishing balm. Now this stuff came out I think about almost a year ago, and Josie Maran is a company. She falls into the natural category of cosmetics and skincare, and she has her own line. She is an independent brand, so she's not owned by a bigger company. And so not all of her products are vegan, but some are vegan, and if they are, they're definitely labeled. So you put the primer on, after your skincare, so after you moisturize, and if you wear eye cream, toner, so after your skincare routine, you're gonna apply this. That's why it's called finisher, because it's gonna finish your skincare, and then it's gonna be like your primer prep for your makeup. This one is vegan, and it's her finishing balm. So let's get started. Let me try this. I've never tried it. The seal is still on. You're just gonna remove that. So we're gonna like kind of see the product together. And I always smell things, but it has like a pearly look to it, if you can see. It is slightly iridescent and has that almost like it looks like opal. It's slightly metallic. It's very hard to see in this camera, but get your hands on it and you can see the effect. It's because it also brightens the skin, and it's to help to give that glow. So what you could do is, it's in a jar. If you don't want to use your finger and put your finger right in the jar, you can use a scooper. I have a scooper here, or if you want to just use your finger, by all means. So I'm gonna actually use my scooper, so that way I'm not gonna cause any contamination, and I'm just gonna scoop out like a fair amount right onto the scooper. And I'm gonna take it with my finger actually, and she says to pat it. So the instructions say to pat over the face. And it's to blur, it's to hydrate, it's to give a glow. Now, I haven't even used all of the product that's on the little spatula that I have. So I didn't even need that much. I'm putting this all over, even on my forehead. A little bit more. And I'm just taking like just a tiny bit at a time. And I'm going right up under my eye with it. It feels like a moisturizer. It doesn't feel like a traditional primer. It does have silicone in it. Water is the first ingredient, and then dimethicone is the second ingredient. So it is a silicone-based primer, but it doesn't feel like a primer. Maybe because usually face primers have like a slippery, almost powdery feel, or a satiny feel, but this one feels like a moisturizer. It actually is a little bit moisture rich. It feels like damp or a little tacky, but you can see I'd say it doesn't blur as much as I thought it would. By the way, I still have that much left on my little scooper, and so I didn't have to use all of that, but or take as much. However, I have larger pores here, and I can still see my pores. I do like the feel of it, and I do feel like my skin is really moist. It's basically, the primer is basically going to lock in whatever moisturizer you put on before it. But as far as, blurring technology is, so for those that aren't sure of what blur means, when you see it on a primer package, or when any kind of primer that says that it has that blurring effect or blurring technology, It means that it is made to soften or take away the look of imperfections on the face. So that includes larger pores and fine lines, and if you have any kind of texture on the skin, whether it be a scar or like a pimple or like just a raised bump on the face. So that's what it means. And also because it's slightly iridescent, that also is part of the whole idea of blurring technology. It's to give the illusion that your skin is more even toned and brighter and glowy. That can actually take away the attention and look of an imperfection on the face. And also when you think of blur, blurring means like not distinct, right? So you can't see certain things very clearly. So it's great for, when you want to try to, minimize the look of something, such as your pores or fine lines, a pimple. So it's also going to help to make the skin look smoother on the surface visually. So that is it. I do like the product. I do like the way it feels on my skin, and I would definitely use it as my primer before my foundation. I would even I'm very minimal, and I love the natural look. I love just my natural skin to show through. But if you want just like a smoother surface, your skin to look smoother on the surface, you could just wear this without a foundation. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, subscribe if you'd like, and any comments, please leave them for me. Again, this is the Josie Maran brand. Definitely check it out. She's a great line to support. And that's all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.